This is the Hoover PowerScrub Deluxe, and today I'm going to show you all of its different functions and features and show you how to use it. So it's an upright cleaner, but it also has a hose attachment so you can use it as a spot cleaner. So here on the back, I'm just going to show you some of the pedals here. So it's got two pedals. One is the handle release, and then one is the power button to turn it on and off. And then this is where your power cord is going to be wrapped. Here on the front, you do have two water tanks. One is your clean water tank on top, and below is your dirty water tank. This is where everything is going to be collected when you're done cleaning. Now on the front here at the bottom, this is going to be your hose port attachment. I'll show you that cool attachment here coming up. This here is the front nozzle, and this is where everything is going to get sucked up into your dirty water tank. It does have some nice big wheels on it, so it's really easy to roll around. Now underneath here, we do have the brush roller. So there's 5 independent little rollers instead of one big agitator like other cleaners have. Here we have the hose attachment. It is a nice long hose which gives you a good reach if you're going to clean stairs or upholstery or something with it. A nice bag to keep everything in, and then some different tools and attachments. Now depending on the model, you may get some different attachments, but these are the ones that mine came with. Now of course today I do have my supervisor Stormy keeping an eye on me, making sure I do everything correctly. We'll start here by taking off the clean water tank and filling it up with water. Now this is a dual tank, so one side you're going to fill it up with water to the fill line, then you can put it back on your machine. Then on the other side, you're going to fill it with your cleaning solution. Now when you first buy the machine, it will come with a small 8-ounce or so bottle of cleaning solution, but you can buy more cleaning solution as you need it. Now on the front here, you do have a dial that you can switch between the rinse and the wash mode. Rinse is just going to dispense water. The wash mode will dispense water and cleaning solution. So first you're going to wash the area with your soap, then you will rinse it with just water. You'll push the pedal on the back to recline the handle, and then on the handle there is a trigger that you will pull to dispense your water and cleaning solution. So to get started, you'll plug it in, you'll turn it on, you'll recline the handle, and then you will start to clean the carpet or area that you are working on. For this, I like to pull the trigger and move the machine forward and backward and do about 2 or 3 passes. Now it does kind of just depend on how dirty or soiled the area is that you're cleaning. It's up to you on how much you're going to go back and forward over the spot, but 2 or 3 passes is pretty standard. As you can see here, everything's getting sucked up into the machine. It is working nicely. I try not to go too fast, so I'm giving the machine time to actually scrub the carpet and clean. And here we are just going to continue this process. I'm still on the wash setting. I'm pulling and holding the trigger. I'm going over each section here 2 passes and then a 3rd pass to kind of extract what liquid I can. Now I'm going to go back over it with the rinse cycle. So here I stop for a second. I turn the dial on the clean water tank over to rinse, and then I continue passing over the carpet again that I just cleaned. And this is going to help pick up any soap still left in the carpet. Now throughout the process, your dirty water tank will get full, your machine will start sounding different, and the suction will decrease. What you're going to do is take off your dirty water tank. There's a latch lock on the front that you will undo. Then you can just lift the dirty water tank out. Now be aware on the back of the dirty water tank, there are these 2 little plastic tabs that do need to line up for it to sit into the machine correctly. So just keep note of that when you're putting it back on. Now on the back here, there is a quick pour spout that just has a rubber piece inside of it. So you're going to undo that, empty out your dirty water tank. Now we'll clean it a little bit better at the end, but here all you're going to do is dump out the dirty water so that you can continue cleaning. I will lock it back into place here, and then I did need to fill it up with some more clean water. So I filled it up with water again, and then I continued my rinse cycle over the area that I just cleaned, going back and forth over it a few times, and then I did one last pass to extract as much liquid as I could. Now the carpet will probably still be a little bit damp to the touch, but you don't want it sopping wet, but a little bit of wetness is okay, but it should be drying in about 6 to 8 hours, so you don't want it to be oversaturated. Now I'll show you how to use the hose attachment. So the hose attachment has one larger hose that's going to extract everything, and then a smaller hose that gives you your spray. So you'll line up the larger hose on the front port, push it in, and then twist it. It does have a little tab of plastic sticking out that makes it really easy to line up. You line that up with the unlock icon, give it a quarter turn to lock it into place. And then on the other side, there's a little gray plastic lid that you'll open up. Then you can plug in your water hose. And this hose is going to supply you with your spray. Now at the end of the hose, there is a handle with a trigger. When you pull that trigger, your water and cleaning solution will spray out of that little nozzle. You will just select the different cleaning attachment that you want and push it on. There's a little notch of plastic on the handle that will kind of lock your tool into place. So swap out the tools, mix and match, experiment here, and find the tool that works best for you. When you're ready to use it, you will leave the machine in the upright position, turn it on with the pedal at the bottom, and then you can start scrubbing and spraying. So this tool here is a pretty cool attachment. It does have its own little kind of motorized brush that works because of the suction of the vacuum. So you will spray your water and cleaning solution onto the area that you want to clean. In this case, I am doing it on my couch. So I'm just going to spray it, scrub, and then extract. At the tip of each of these tools is a little channel that will extract all of the liquid through the hose and then back into your machine. So you'll just spray, you'll scrub, you'll extract, and just continue that process as needed until you're satisfied with how clean your area is coming. And this is great for couches, chairs, upholstery, car seats. You can do mattresses, tons of different use cases for this cleaning attachment. Depending on the fabric that you are cleaning, some of it may absorb water a little bit more than others. So just keep that in mind that it might not extract as much water as you think it should be. The fabric is just absorbing more water. Now to clean out the hose, what I like to do is take a cup of water, take my cleaning attachment off the end of the hose, and then just suck up that water. You could also just remove the hose and rinse it out. It's up to you on how you like to do this. This is just something that I have found to be really useful. When you're all done, you will just remove the hose, wrap it up, put it back in the bag. Now you do want to make sure that you close the port on the front nozzle of the vacuum. If that port is left open, you will lose suction and your machine won't work like it should. When we're all done here, we will take off our dirty water canister again, and then on the front there is another locking latch. You can remove that and then completely take apart your dirty water tank. This is great to rinse everything out and clean it up. Of course, you'll discard that water, clean everything up, and then clean all of the different attachments and tools that you use for the day. Now the front nozzle on the cleaning machine does remove. For that, there is a little locking latch. You will just unlock that latch and then you can remove the front nozzle cover, open it up here, and then just rinse everything out. You'll get hair and dirt and stuff that gets in there, so rinse it out after each use so that hair doesn't dry. Once it's dried, it's really hard to get out of there. Then you can lean back your machine and actually take off the brush roller underneath. All you have to do is pull on it. There's two little tabs on each side, so pull on one side first, then the other, and it'll come right off of there. You can clean that as needed. Also here, there is a little intake port with a little mesh screen. That'll get hair and stuff on there. You do want to make sure to keep that nice and clean. This will keep your machine in working order. When you're all done here, you can put that nozzle cover back on and lock it back into place. And that's it. This is a great machine, tons of different use cases. Again, my name is Drew. I hope that was helpful.